The action keeps on rolling here at Thunderdome, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Metro City nightclub here in Perth, Western Australia. Thanks to Dragonfire Boxing Promotions. Up next, bout 7 of the evening for the WBC Australasian flyweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Sarah Higginson.
Well, here comes the pocket rocket, Sarah Higginson. Had several fights at Dragonfire Boxing Thunderdome. She sees that this is where she's performed best in her career, and this is the trilogy as well. So again, different mindset that I'll talk to you about, Paul. When I saw them both at the weigh-in compared to their second fight, gee, these girls have been focused, been talking about it in the mainstream media for a number of weeks, and yeah, very focused Sarah Higginson on her way to the ring.
Focus, Brett. Hey, is that a better word? I think
well,
the girls
it was
like
intense. It was like an anger as well. So sometimes anger can work against you in the ring, but she might channel it in a different way.
I think when we say hate, I think both girls are probably sick of each other at the moment.
Yeah, they both want to make this definitive. They don't want a fourth match. So
rise and wait for Sarah Higginson. Like you said, the pocket rocket to come into the ring. She's got the experience. I mean, both girls have. They're both very experienced fighters. I mean, Sarah's got some losses on her record to Shannon O'Connell, to Taylor Robertson, and to Chloe Gretsch, but they share.
Yeah, look at those quality opponents.
I know, but they share a loss both to Mai Solomon. So they've both got the experience in the ring, and they've got experience against each other. For me, Brett, I missed being ringside, but seeing their rematch fight, what's really important is the changes they make, because you can't give them the same look. You've got to give them something different, and that's what's going to be important tonight. Which girl has made the adjustments to get the victory?
Yeah, well put. So this is why this one has been so intriguing. And again, Sarah Higginson, the pocket rocket, still got that intense look on her face, and look at that. That's the most intense I've probably seen her. And she gives us a nod of approval in the commentary position. I said, I totally understand how focused you are, Sarah.
And everybody fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Holly McMath.
And it's the same sort of energy for Holly McMath as well. Interesting, we saw a photo on the big screen just then. That was from the face-off from their second matchup. Big smiles on their face. Again, that was the total opposite last night. The intensity and the focus all through the lead up to this one. And you probably said it best, Paul. Probably they're just sick of each other as far as the ring's concerned. I think there's going to be a lot of respect after the fight. They just want to get this done, make it definitive, take home a major title.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it's going to be, Brett. And I think that as Holly's making her way to the ring, you know, the girls have shared their last 2 fights with each other. See Holly with the New Zealand flag draped over her shoulder. She's had a gym change since the last fight as well, so it's obviously going to be interesting to see what that's done.
Yeah, intense look on her face as well. And I'm looking at Sarah Higginson has not switched her focus off. There we go, almost here. We'll send up to CJ Rose for the introduction for this title fight.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, bout 7 of the evening. 8-by-2-minute round for the WBC Australasian flyweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. She is trained by Daryl Chin from the CNS fight team. With an official weight of 50 kilograms, she has a record of 13 fights, 4 wins, 7 losses, and 2 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sarah, the Pocket Rocket Higginson! And her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, She's trained by Dale Phillips from Big Rigs Gym. With an official weight of 50.5 kilograms, she has a record of 11 fights with 6 wins, 4 losses and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Holly Mayhem McMath.
Bill Seth has the assignment for this title fight. Again, the WBC Australasia flyweight title on the line. They touch gloves and we are ready to go. Brett Bonetti here with Paul the Main Man Morrison. It's been an incredible night so far at Thunderdome 53.
Round 1.
See what changes and switch-ups they've had from the first fight. Holly McMath comes out trying to establish that jab, which I thought would have been a game plan in the second fight, but I think some of the good work from Higginson probably threw her off. Oh, nice punch there from McMath.
Yeah, caught her early. I think there's a little bit of being off balance.
Yeah, a bit of a...
But fair play to Holly because she saw that
opening.
Sarah sort of wasn't paying attention. She stepped up.
Talked about focus before the fight as well.
You can see she came out like Sarah tried to take the middle of the ring and Holly was happy to just box around her, which she's doing now on the outside.
Better work from Higginson then, trying to close the distance and land those quality punches that she was able to find in the second fight. And had a lot of success here at Perth Metro City. Some belts at home to her collection. She wants another one tonight.
Yeah, what I found, Brett, with the last fight was the scoring for me was very, very odd.
Yes.
And it shows, what the judges are seeing when the girls are fighting. So this is why, for me, it's important to see what changes have been made. They've had enough of a look at each other. They know what they bring to the table.
Closing stages of our opening round.
That's the end of round 1.
That is the end of round 1. Thought, again, Holly McMath trying to use her jab and movement and Sarah Higginson trying to close the distance as we look at some of the action on the Dragonfire boxing replay.
Yeah, and you can see exactly that, Brett, that Sarah wants to be in the middle of the ring. She wants to sit a little bit. You can see that Holly's got a little bit of the size and height and reach advantage, so she's happy to sit there on the back foot and just box. And Sarah's going to try to push the action right there. That's where she wants this fight. She wants to make it a scrappy fight.
Instructions there. You've got Steve Gago and Big Rig in the corner for Holly McMath, and you've got Daryl Chin in the corner for Sarah the Pocket Rocket Higginson. Speaker for 8 2-minute rounds. Holly McMath and Sarah Higginson waiting for the bell to sound. They're ready to go at it again. Round 2. Probably the distance that McMath wants. She wants to use that jab. And Sarah Higginson, she found a way to get on the inside in the second fight. She's looking for that opening to... speaking to her team in the corner, just said that the mindset of Sarah Higginson leading to this one is just is very different from what they're used to. So see if it pays dividends tonight.
Yeah, well, I think credit to Daryl Chin. I think he's getting the best out of his fighter.
Correct.
And as I said, I think that Holly with the gym change from her last fight. There's some good movement.
Yeah, and that's what probably the CNS fight team, we've spoken about them over a number of years now, how much heart they bring to that gym and probably instills into their fighters as well. The journey that Sarah Higginson has had throughout her career. And McMath, again, just a focused fighter, talented. And let's see if she can use her height and reach advantage as this fight goes on.
Yeah, well, the longer this round goes, Sarah's starting to get it to a little bit of a closer fight, and she's able to land some of those punches with some movement and keeping those hands on line. We've got some body punches from Holly, which is nice.
Yeah, that was nice work there from McMath. Higginson again trying to get it in tight so she can go to work. Well, nice punch there by Higginson, but a receipt there by McMath.
Yeah, both landed both the same shot.
You couldn't split that. I was about to say that was the best punch of the fight, but they both landed the best punch of the fight within 2 seconds.
That's the end of round 2.
End of round 2. Wow.
You see on the replay there, once again, Sarah's trying to take the centre of the ring, and Holly's allowing that to happen. She's happy to sit at this distance. She wants to throw her counter boxes. She's moving really well there. She's using her footwork, but Sarah's relentless in trying to find that spot where she can fight on the inside, rough her up. And there was that right hand that came over the top. Back there, the same right hand came back and received it.
Yeah, it's a great action by both ladies who are really sick and tired of seeing each other in the ring.
Both girls are coming in great shape. Both look fit. Both look strong. Both look ready to go.
Heading into round 3. Yeah, we both know they've had a grueling and tough camp, and both come in here in prime condition. It shows you what it means to both fighters as well. Ooh, nice left there from McMath. Nice jab, follow up. She's got Higginson up against the ropes, but Higginson fires back with a flurry of punches of her own. She gets it in the middle of the ring and forces her over to the other side. Seth is forced to give them a bit of breathing space, some separation.
Yeah, I don't think that's where Holly wants to be, just standing straight in front of Sarah, because that's where Sarah wants it to be.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's playing into probably what we believe her strengths and game plan is. Oh, nice exchange from both ladies. Here, Steve Gago encouraging McMath to get back on the jab, and that probably is the key for McMath. It's a good thing we talk about the changes to both girls, but probably the game plan and the strengths we know is the same. And Sarah wants to make it dirty and get on the inside and throw speed and punches.
Well, she's doing well on the outside at the moment.
Yeah.
She's using some movement. So, again, that's the changes. You've got to change things in the fight. If things aren't working for you, you've got to be able to go back to something new, and you've got to have done that in the training. So it's showing in the ring what work's been done in the gym. As they say, Brett, it's what you do in the darkness that brings you into the light.
Yep. Closing stages of round 3. Both got a lot of support here at Perth Metro City tonight. I know that you're enjoying the action of this one on Live Combat Sports. Both girls not taking the stool, I might add, and Daryl Chin having a chat to Sarah Higginson, and Big Rig and Steve Gago, who's been a great fighter in his career, trying to settle Holly McMath down. Going to be an intriguing round 4, I think, Paul.
Yeah, well, I think we saw a little bit of a switch in that fight. We saw Sarah really starting to sit on the back foot that round, which really forced Holly to come forward. I think that while she was coming forward, I just don't think she had her distance right, smothering a bit of her work. So I'd like to sit her. I think that her corner's trying to get her to sit back a little bit, sit on the end of her punches. But Sarah looks good with her movement and being able to go forwards and backwards. So it's a great fight so far.
It certainly is. And with the build-up, you want these sort of fights to deliver, and that's exactly what it's doing so far. We enter round 4. Nice jab there by McMath, and covering up nicely is Sarah Higginson, and nice bob and weave there as she tries to use her counter attack and fires off the left hook right on cue.
Yeah, well, she's got a lot better movement. She was, susceptible to getting hit with easy punches. Sarah used to just sort of rush forward, but she's certainly taking a bit more time. Using different angles.
Yeah, and this one might be one of those fights. I think both girls are coming in great condition, and cardio will be an interesting one as an 8-round fight. Sarah moving well off the ropes, but he's the other side and content to be on the ropes at the moment, and that's right on cue. Holly McMath lands a couple of good punches.
Yeah, and that's again a change up in the fight with Holly coming forward, standing in front.
Exchange.
Holly's corner getting her back to asking her to move more, just to get back to some jabs and some movement.
It's good distance there by McMath. And I think that Sarah would have liked it to have been a little bit closer so she can fire off her shots. Tied up, Bill Seth comes in, and just like that, closing stages of round 4.
Tough round to score.
Yeah, it is. I thought
That's the end of round 4.
another one. Yeah, it's one of those fights you hate to be a judge. I thought it was a good round for McMath in saying that. I thought she had some good moments, but again, we might see a little bit different on the Dragonfire boxing replay as you talk us through it, Paul.
Yeah, I think that, as I said, it's been interesting the last couple of rounds that Sarah's actually, although she comes forward a lot, you can see here, she's happy to sit on the ropes and sit on the back foot and try to get Holly to come in and work off that. She's trying to obviously counter. She's covering up well. It's about scoring punches. It's about ring control. I think we're at the halfway mark of the fight, and I think we might be looking at another draw.
You don't say that. You'll give these girls nightmares watching this back.
We've still got 4 rounds to go. There's a long way to go.
Heading to round 5. Big thanks once again to Tony Barlow Menswear. Oh, they're enjoying the action. Big thanks to Tony and Peter. Always looks after the team.
And you can see here, just with Holly, at the start of the round, it's just about sitting back behind the jab and establishing that at the start of the round, as opposed to Sarah tries to come in straight away, leading with right hands and trying to smother the work straight away. I'd like to see some more jabs first to work your way in.
In the second fight, it's probably the stage of the fight where Sarah had some really good moments as well. So
there's just some jabs. And you can see when Holly boxes out here, she looks really good. And that's why Sarah doesn't want the fight to stay out here for too long.
Nice stiff jab there by McMath. Higginson taking a few of these punches well. Ties up. Double jab there from McMath.
Well, both girls giving the crowd worth their money.
Absolutely. Nice jab there from Higginson. Oh! Is that...
No, she looked fine,
there was
went
a
through
slip.
the ropes, though.
Yeah, well done, Bill Seth. Listening to the corner of Holly McMath, they still believe that the jab is the key. They're still calling out for the jab. Closing stages around number 5.
And I think this is probably her best round, to be fair. I think the distance she was able to keep for... I mean, we finished in the phone box, but the distance she was able to keep for the majority of that round was probably the best that she's been able to keep it. can just see in the replay here, this is where Holly was able to keep the distance at a range that's probably more to her liking. You can see she's able to score punches and then move away and stay safe. And then Sarah's still trying to get the fight right into that phone box, which is where she's having her success.
Both girls ready to go, had it for round 6. I know that the championship rounds,
Round 6.
patiently waiting for the bell for round 6, and now we're underway. Couple jabs to start the round for McMath. Nice punch there by Higginson. Another nice punch there by Higginson.
Yeah, at this range, this is where it's able to be, and it's where the Holly can get back there on her bike, on her feet, and get that distance back where she was able to do last round.
Nice exchange from both girls. Both girls having success right there. Back on the jab is the call from McMath's corner. Watchful eye by Gerald Chin for his fighter. Oh, that was a nice attempt at overhand right there by Higginson. Then good news if that landed. Probably encourage her to try that again on getting it to land. An uppercut there from Higginson.
Yeah, it's interesting. Holly had I felt with her distance, her best round last round, and Sarah's been able to make the adjustments because she hasn't allowed her to have that distance this round.
Nice there by Higginson.
Yeah. Both girls are still having success, but it's more at a range that I think Sarah would be happy with.
Oh, nice exchange again.
There's a cut.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether it was from a head clash. It probably was. You have to look at the Dragon Fire boxing replay after this round, which is ending very shortly.
Too.
Yeah, it is. Math might see it as a bit of a target and just landed on that cut. See, the team from Live Combat Sports can bring up the replay, see whether it was a head clash, which we suspect it was. Great work by the team in the truck. Got a great team here.
It's a definitely evenly matched fight. We've got the swings and roundabouts. They say that's a head clash right there.
There it is there. Great work by the team. And you say that's the reason why there's been a trilogy between these two.
Yeah, well, you can see, as I said, the previous round, I think that Holly McMath was able to get it more on her terms with the distance-wise, but that round, Sarah was really able to close that distance and get it more to where her liking. It's not to say that Holly's not landing in those close ranges, but she looks much better when she's able to keep it off her jab and it with a little bit more distance.
A little bit of a blink there from Sarah Higginson, but round 7. Great job by that corner to close up that cut.
I'm not sure it's closed up, mate.
Yeah, I know. Giving a bit of encouragement.
I'm interested to see what it's looking like. It's definitely going to give Holly a target, and I think it's definitely affecting Sarah.
Nice couple of punches there from Higginson after a good start to the round from McMath. Back on the jab has been the call that we've heard consistently through McMath's corner throughout 7 rounds.
I think they think that she could make it a lot easier. But that's part and parcel of Sarah Higginson as well, making it uncomfortable.
That's where it's been a credit to Higginson as well, because if those calls that keep coming, is that Higginson is making it uncomfortable, as you said, Paul. Right in front of our commentary position here, Bill Seth comes in to separate them again. Also the hand right there by Higginson. Footwork by McMath, and Higginson, interesting footwork there, just bobbing up and down.
I can see Holly's had about enough of that infighting.
Yeah.
Which is, as I said, she can make it a little easier for herself by staying at distance. She's not where she wants to get, but this is where Sarah wants to fight.
Yeah, I think she sort of realised that in that moment as well. It's like, no, I want to get back to distance and listen to my corner. Just like that. Closing stages of round 7, which means we're about to head into our 8th and final round in this one.
That's the end of round.
Intriguing matchup. WBC Australasia flyweight title on the line.
This is a close fight, Brett. It's a tactical fight. And I think that the corner, Big Rig in the corner for Holly's just saying, make it a lot easier by keeping that distance. But as we said, fair play to Sarah. She's not allowing it to be kept at that distance. So both girls are working to their strengths. And when we head into the last round, it can go either way.
On the line, the WBC Australasia flyweight title. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round 8.
We go 8th and final round. These girls have wanted this title and this matchup to be over so badly.
Credit to both girls in the last round. Both look fit, fresh. They had good camps. They're fit.
Yeah, you can tell by their movement and the volume of punches both fighters have thrown and landed throughout the duration of 7+ rounds. Probably the distance that Holly McMath wants. I think that Higginson wants to get it a bit closer, and that's what she's attempting to do now.
Yeah, I think she's desperate in the last round to come forward.
Yeah, and you can see the calls now rather than jabbers. It's like box from Big Rig and Steve Gago. Donald Chen, I think his message to Higginson was like, finish off this fight strong, close the distance, land those power shots you're capable of, and try and finish the fight. Under a minute left in this one. It's been a great matchup. Trilogy coming to an end. I said, I think that they'll be the most happiest out of everyone to see this finally over.
They've shared a lot of their lives together.
Yeah, and the respect will be there forever. A ton of heart shown by both girls as well.
And I think they're both going to feel like they've done enough to win the fight, Brett, which is interesting.
Yeah, again, it's we knew where the strengths were for both fighters, and we'll see what the judges liked better and what was more successful in their eyes. 8th and final round. There's the respect we love to see. Again, no, I think you said it best, Paul. I think they both feel like they've done enough to win, but it's going to go one way. I don't see a draw in this one.
For saying that.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm doing there, don't you?
let's get both fighters to the center of the ring, please. Bout 7 of the evening here at Thunderdome 53. We had 8 rounds of action in the flyweight division. Now we turn to the judges for their decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unanimous. Your winner and the new WBC Australasian flyweight champion, the blue corner, Holly McMath.
Ass up, face down. Get some pretty low. Yes. Ass up, face down. Family ties. Yes. Ass up, face down. Ass up, face down.
I'm with your winner and new champion, Holly McMath. I think there was a bit of relief. As soon as you heard the word unanimous, it was a bit of relief in there because, again, this was a trilogy matchup. You girls were so focused heading into this one, but it worked for you tonight. Your jab was on point all night. Your corner kept on yelling out for the jab, and I think that was the difference with your footwork against a tough opponent in Sarah Higginson.
Sarah's always going to be a tough opponent, and the third time was never going to be easy, so I had to make a lot of changes. I've moved gyms. I sacrificed literally the last 3 months. I haven't even been to like a cafe. I haven't seen my family, so if I didn't win, I was going to have to be walking home, and it's a long way. So super grateful. It was an awesome fight for women's boxing, and yeah, as always, I love to share the ring with Sarah, so glad it's over, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that you'll share something for the rest of your lives in the boxing ring as far as respect is concerned. Again, the trilogy's over now. Again, in the build-up, it's been spoken about this fight so much in the mainstream media, and speaking with both of you, the focus was there right from the moment this trilogy was announced.
Yeah, I knew I had to make a lot of changes going into it. I took a month off after our last fight, and then since then, I've just been hammered down. There's been no excuses, and I knew going into this, I was so much fitter, so much stronger, and it was awesome, and I'm super grateful. Awesome night.
And it showed. So congratulations. Enjoy this victory.
One more thing. I wasn't allowed to wear my sunglasses because Ring said I can't. So if you follow me on Instagram, Holly McMassive, I'll be wearing the glasses tomorrow if anyone wants to see them. Got some new ones.
And the lip gloss. Holly McMath, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm